What better way to spend a Saturday afternoon than this game that we have in store for you right here? This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Wolfpack and the Saints. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Saints ready. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play.
Might have a chance. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. It's reverse. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Barrels ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
To the ground with the back. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. This time he's got it.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McCluster. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Saints offense making its way onto the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Saints in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Saints are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Wants to throw again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
And the Saints will snap it on 1st and 10. Let's it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect to put the early turnover behind him.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down, but that's a loss on the completion.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Saints come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Saints! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to the run. Runs through the tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Still on his feet at the 45. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The throw to the outside is complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Break. Here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's second and long. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. He's inside the 40, the 20, 10, into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back open in the middle. They'll completion. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Sends it back in motion. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room through quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And it's the Mean Green, coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Humphries. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drop.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Saints. And that one will give them the lead. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on third. Complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Van Buren. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6.
Looking for the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, running back on the move. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. To the ground. He's got it again. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Looking to throw for it. A little release to the back. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Hand off from the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Moving out of the pocket. First and goal.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Saints! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Using his feet to buy time. Into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by a touchdown, a 6-point edge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Open space at the 25. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The Wolfpack fight back!
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And the Saints trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Freeze, freeze. Let it go.
To the air on second down. Quarterback adapting. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry.